Good morning, boys and girls. Hope everyone is fine. We've departed on yet another story. We're going to Taxila, and not that far from Islamabad, but we'll be staying there for a couple of days, and we'll be shooting the thousands of years old civilization, the Gandhara civilization, Buddhist monasteries and whatnot. Stopped here somewhere to get the shot of this board, and another, I think, 25 to 30 kilometers from Taxila. Somewhere on the GT road, it's Taxila is about 9 kilometers from here, and we'll be turning on the right side. Trying to fly the drone here because this is, I've heard that this is a red zone and we're not allowed to, this is a no-fly zone, but we're going to try to get some kind of footage. We won't go above, I think, 50 feet, so that's going to be all right. The area is kept very well and it's very clean. It's being maintained, so good job, boys. We have now reached the Jandial temple, and as you can see the remains, it's just a small little temple on a hillside right next to the Taxila University, and it's a pity the condition that this place is in. I'll show you a bit. We can, if you can see this. कीनू पार्टी हुई है इधर, बड़ी हैवी ड्यूटी किस्म की, but we don't have any kind of civic sense. Come eat and throw. I think if we look harder, we might find some poop as well. They just come, and these uneducated, illiterate people come here and do this, litter the area. A lot of question marks on our education system. This should be taught. We only see these stupas in our textbooks, but there should also be, children should be trained on how to preserve these things, how to treat them when you come here, not to throw things like this. Very bad. Our guide here is telling us that this land that you can see, it was till here from where the road is passing by. But the locals have encroached the area, and it has come quite near to this temple, and he says that it won't take long for them to come right here, and then they might just finish this up and cultivate vegetables. This is what happens after a stressful shoot, and Mr. Asif is trying his best. What are you doing, boy? Playing guitar. He's missing Jesus. I think he's had too much stupas for the day. We're about to hit the sack. Going to sleep, and tomorrow we plan to go to Julia, which is a university, was a university, Buddhist university, and after that Sirikap and a couple of Moradu So good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Second day of our shoot has started. We're outside waiting for our breakfast at the Park Tabarruk restaurant. Ordered some omelette and parathas, and it's 9 in the morning. We have to wait till offices open up about 9:30 or 10 maybe. जूलियां जा रहे हैं, जूलियां पिपलियां भी इधर ही है. Very good. I mean, thousands of years old civilization, and you can see the road is absolutely broken. रास्ता देख तू यार. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੰਘ ਜਾਓ, ਵਲੀਮੇ ਦੇ ਚਾਵਲ ਵੱਢਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ. So we've arrived at Julia. Asif and he's traveling against the light, going up the stairs. बेटा चढ़ जाएगा इतना ऊपर. Fresh water river. Want to take a bath here? मछलियाँ ढूंढ रहा है. Look at this. I mean, इसमें जरा जाना जरा. How would a person sit on this? If some elderly man is coming and he wants to take some rest, how would you? Crazy people, absolutely crazy. भाई जरा थोड़ा सा अपना बेचा इस्तेमाल कर लिया करें. There are a lot of issues here. The place is kept beautifully, well maintained, but the local guide is saying that ever since the 18th Amendment was passed, this came under the provincial rule. Now half of these sites, the historical sites, are now being looked after by Punjab, half of them by the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government. Look, someone has put this. Badtameez log hain. The tourists don't come here anymore to the KP side. This is Julia. And they also say that, you know, the funding that comes in from UNESCO, that is not being spent on the sites. Beautiful, very well maintained by just one caretaker. And he's also saying that where they were being paid like for 600 people, only about 25 to 30 people are looking after all these, I think 28 sites here in Taxila. अपने आप को आवाजें दे रहा है. अबे पागल मागल हो गया तू, पागल मागल. तेरे मुंह में तेरा मुंह बंद कर दूंगा. This is one of the stupas. So this is the main monastery, and it has a court of cells with internal measurement of 97 feet, and here it's written that from north to south 106 feet to the east and west. And this is the courtyard, and the main entrance into the courtyard is from the western side, from there, a small little room that. And the cells vary in dimensions and are irregular. Very interesting and very well planned. If you see the work, the lines, they're so straight, symmetrical, Absolutely beautiful. I don't know how and what kind of machines those people used in those times 2000 years ago, because the place was burned down when it was attacked, according to the guide. So we don't see any roofs on top of these huge big walls, about good 6 feet wide walls. And इधर मेरा ख्याल पादरी नंगे नहाते होंगे, पानी शानी की जगह. The guide is saying that these small little bricks or plates of rocks, they are complementing these bigger ones, and he's saying that this is earthquake resistant, this form of construction. I would advise all my architect friends, I've got many architect friends, they must come here and learn something from these structures. बर्तन साफ करने की जगह. Washing machine भी होनी चाहिए. This is the storeroom, Godaam, Godown, and Hall of Assembly. Attention! Attention! Lived at Mohra Muradu. It's yet another stupa standing tall on this hilltop. Now, the people that I've spoken to here, they say that only 10% of Taxila has been explored and excavated, and they say that another 90% is still unknown to them. So this is the main stupa and monastery of Mohra Muradu. It lies in the secluded glen at the back of the modern village of the same name. The edifice was founded during the times of the great Kushans in early decades of the 2nd century AD. And there is a lot of information here, as you can see. Good morning, everyone. Second day of our shoot, and we're at the PTDC motel, and we're already looking at some trips coming. Some buses, school trips have arrived. The museum is right across the road. So now we are in Sirikap, and finally we are looking at a couple of tourists who have come around, and but still not many. And if you can see here, this place is out of the 10% of the place that has been recovered and has been excavated. But if you can see closely, there are still jhadiyan madiyan and drakht. It's not being well maintained. Shout out to UNESCO. Your money is coming, but I don't know where it's going. Boys must come here and look at this. Not being well maintained. And the guide says that these walls are about 40 feet deep, and only a foot and a half has been excavated till now. This is basically a whole city of Buddhists. I took a couple of drone shots. I'm going to try and put them in here so that you can get a better aerial view of the whole place. It's a huge big settlement, out of which only a kilometer of the whole place has been excavated, but they say that a lot more has to be done. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Last day of our shoot, and just got up. Today is Sunday, and we're going to go to the museum today, and we're going to go and shoot the stone carvings. Just came to know that Taxila means, tek means hitting something with a hammer, and lalla means stone, hitting a stone. So we have finally come to the Taxila Museum, and it's 9 in the morning. It's being very well maintained, as you can see. Wrappers of ice cream and chips everywhere. I'm going to go inside. Buddha in attitude of reassurance. So here they've kept all the instruments, copper iron bells, bronze chains. You can see the carving tools here. These are some of the surgical instruments. So we were looking at some surgeons as well in those times. These are weapons, knives, spears and arrowheads. I don't know, I may be wrong, I wish I'm wrong, but somehow I'm getting a feeling that most of the things lying in this museum are replicas. You know, they don't look that old, especially the things that are made out of terracotta, because like our guide was telling us, most of the excavation took place during the time of the British Empire, and they were also saying that most of the precious material that was dug out was taken and is being kept in museums in the West. So, and then we met a guy yesterday who was selling these handmade Buddhas. He said that he made them himself. They were about 600 or 700 rupees, about $6 or $7. So I don't think that most of the things lying here are originals. So now we have come here to the place where all these stone cutters are sitting. Very hard work, using very delicate, small little sharp tools. They say that they've been in this field of work for many years, coming down from generation to generation. This old man who specializes in making decorative graves. और जिसका भी मरने का टाइम आ गया अपनी कब्रें बना ले आगे भाई. Beautiful आखिरी आरामगाह, last resting place. So beautiful carved pieces of art, quite expensive. If you want to get a decorated grave, you'll have to pay about 10,000 to 15,000 rupees. So start gathering money, everyone. We're also going to go and see how they're painted, and all these shops, roadside shops, are selling these pieces of arts and crafts. Anyone who is interested in buying these things, they're not that expensive. They should come to Khanpur. This is the Khanpur road going towards Taxila and towards Abbottabad. You'll see this on both sides of the road. Asif is waiting for a train to come. It's, I think, almost here. If you can look at this light, it's coming from Havelia and it is going to go straight to Karachi. Let's wait. It's almost here. Let me make a shot. grinding area of the mortar and pestle. So the first step is Sadakat. He takes these raw rocks from the mountains, brings them a little bit into a shape, and then we come to this place. Here they are fine-tuned. The rocks are the rough shape is given a final kind of a grind, and then from here on it's taken to the shops where the painters are sitting. They paint them intricately, and different designs of flowers and stuff. We'll go there after this. I'll show you the procedure. So here the painting takes place. Auntie is painting these finished. This is the finished product. After this it's going to go onto the roadside where it's going to be sold. These people are working on daily wages. This is the end result. All that hard work that goes into making them, they end up here by the roadside. The prices range from 500 to 1500 to 2000 rupees, and mortar and pestle, anyone wants to get them from Taxila, the specialty of this place. And this brings me to the end of this video. I hope you liked the story, and tried to take you down 2000 years, and it was a wonderful experience. Met a lot of people, learned a lot. You must come here. It's an ancient place. Must go to all these historical sites, and you will definitely learn a lot. It's a beautiful experience, and it's just an hour's drive from Islamabad. And please do subscribe to my channel, and I will be bringing you more of these wonderful videos wherever I go. And do also comment and let me know how you like my videos. Take care, goodbye, and good luck.